Oh, excuse me. It's a good way to start the intro. So, hello everyone. How have we all been keeping? We're going to keep tonight's live a bit short. Um, I have to go back to work tonight. Yes, I do actually have a real job. So, I do have to go back to work tonight. I have to do some family stuff before that. So, it was going to be about a half an hour of a live stream. So, we'll see when people start turning up how everyone is doing. Darren, hello, Darren, how are you keeping? Jake Brown, how are you doing, mate? And Jude, hello, how's everyone? So, as I said, we're going to have a bit of a short live stream because I have to go back to work tonight. And I just need to sort out some bits and bobs and things like that before I go in. I'm extremely tired and I won't get any sleep tomorrow when I get home. So I just need to have stuff done. So, how is everyone doing? I hope you're all keeping well. What has been happening in relation to the channel? Well, Danny Reese fantastically gifted me 2 books. They arrived there the other day or whatever. Didn't know they were coming. Thank you. Didn't know they were coming, but they arrived. So we will have a look at those. Sorry. Oh, on the camera. Oh, so sorry about the. Why does my camera keep going on and off? So yeah, so they arrived. So we'll talk about them. Sorry about the. Anyone will recognise those cups? But I'm suffering from a cold, so I'm drinking orange to try and keep vitamin C into me. The whole household is affected with it at the minute, and a lot of people. So yeah. So how is everyone anyway? How have we all been keeping? Sorry, getting back, lost my train of thought. So what have we been doing? So those books arrived. I didn't know they were coming. Didn't know anything about them. Daddy kindly keeps me in mind when he sees bits and bobs coming up around the place. So he picked them up for me. One in the car boot set and one that he had that was actually given to him for something that he basically was not used. So it was given to me. So we'll cover them during the week. There are going to be some videos up over the weekend as well. I'm going to try and get some at least 3 videos up this weekend. I have 2 already ready to go, but I'm hoping to get a third one up and filmed tomorrow. Being Friday. Yes, being Friday. Tomorrow is Friday, isn't it? No, today is Friday, so tomorrow being Saturday. Jeez, I'm everywhere. So hopefully we'll get them up. Good stuff. Always nice when Kit arrives. My Martini Henry arrived today, so thrilled with it. Oh, very cool. Very, very cool. Is it what caliber is that Martini Henry? Because I know the original ones was weird caliber. You need vitamin P, which are potatoes. I actually went for a lovely meal today in a nearby hotel. Chicken vol au vent, and it was gorgeous, absolutely fantastic. Stan is here and he's full of beer. Hello, Stan. How are you? 455. Oh, okay. Pint 455. Is that hard to find the ammunition for? Stan, I haven't got around to watching your videos today. I must get around to it. I've been up the walls trying to get stuff sorted. As I have to go back into work tonight. I shouldn't be at work, but I have to go back in tonight. I do actually have a real job outside of YouTube. So, so that comes first. So tonight's live stream is going to be a bit short. We're only going to go for about a half an hour, maybe 20 minutes. We'll wait and see. We'll see what happens. So, it's been busy life-wise rather than festival-wise or anything like that. I am still trying to get a feel of what Irish shows are coming up. There doesn't seem to be very many advertised at the moment. Because I wanted to do like a comparison video, we'll say, of an Irish show and an English show. But for some reason, it doesn't seem to be many coming up, which is a bit of a nuisance. Because it's sort of makes things a bit tougher on me in relation to trying to. It must be kicking this, and it keeps going on and off. There we go. That's better. But yeah, it's a bit of a sweet drug, I suppose, in relation to trying fulfill going to shows and enjoying the hobby that you like, be it reenacting, be it collecting and stuff like that. But there isn't that many shows in Ireland for some reason, and I can't find them. There used to be a forum um, on a website called Boards, but for some reason I can't seem to find it anymore. I don't know what's going on there. But yeah. Will CJ Miniature Collectibles told me that my latest DX magazine pouch is actually an M56 Yugo one. Andrew Johnson said the same. Oh well. Oh, I must look at that. I didn't notice actually to tell the truth. But sure, look, it's still a cool piece of history no matter what way you have it. And again, then again, you can always keep your eye out for the actual proper one that you want to get, um, which is always a good thing. It's always good that you can find something else in your collection. Seems that COVID killed the energy of the Irish shows. Yes, possibly. Like you had a few big shows, like you had Cork Jail, you had one that was called Salute. That used to be above Naas, but I think that's moved now somewhere else. But I'm not sure the dates of it. There was a few big shows. Um, there was the Listowel one as well. Listowel Military Weekend. That used to be a big one as well. I don't know if the lads just stopped organising them or what, but or whether COVID did have a lot to do with it. But yeah, they seem to have dried up a lot, which is a bit of a pain. Andrew Johnson, hello, how are you, Jake Brown? Real shame. It is a shame. Hey, Andrew, mate. And Jim is saying hello, or Jake is saying hello to Andrew. Uh, so yeah, so it's a bit of a dilemma. What do I do? Um, and then obviously I can't keep going back and forth to England to shows because one, it's expensive. Uh, two, I have to pick and choose where I want to go. Three, it's time. Like obviously I have a job and stuff like that. That has to come around it. Family has to come around it. So yeah, so it's a bit of a quandary at the minute. What do I do? Um, Somebody actually said it to me during the week about would I not do like the Living History UK, let's do it in the UK, and put together a show in Ireland. And I would, and I have a few areas that I could possibly do it. But the problem here in Ireland is the number of groups. You don't really have the what's the word? Pool. Oh, excuse me, the pool of groups that you have in the UK and the quantity and quality of groups that you have in the UK and Ireland. But what you could do and what I've been possibly talking to people is you could run like a vintage show, whereas you could have vintage cars, vintage tractors, and then the Irish side of it. Like you definitely wouldn't, or the reenacting side of it, you definitely wouldn't have enough reenactors to just do either a First World War or a Second World War. So you would have to do everything. You would have to do Vikings, Normans, Napoleonic, First World War, Second World War. You'd have to do the whole gambit to try and fill out a show. There just isn't the pool of reenactors here in Ireland as there is in the UK. The Naas show is still going ahead. No show in Cork this year, though there will be another one in Carlow Military Museum in September. Oh, okay. Might try and get around to those. I'll definitely have to pop to a Republic side for a show. Yeah, you see, that's the thing is like I could get guys to come over from England, but then again, it's expensive. They have to pay for kit and drive over. I'm talking Stan into going to YWA with us. Yes, Stan, you have to come to YWA, the Yorkshire Wartime Experience. We'll dress you up as something or other. Dress you up as a French tart for the weekend. My weekends are currently taking up with older relatives needing my and my wife's attention. Yeah, see, that's the thing is life comes around as well. Life steps in too sometimes and says, there you go. Hello, I'm of Scottish origin and I have mots in my wallet. Hello, Jim Timber, how are you? I'm so Scottish, I still have £1 note in my wallet. Uh, yes, Andrew, it sounds like a thing. Yeah, you're more, Stan, you really love Yorkshire. You would love Yorkshire. Another problem with Ireland is the cost of insurance, especially if you're putting on battles. Uh, so some shows are just static displays, and that doesn't draw crowds. Yeah, true. You see, the thing is, uh, the thing about it is like is one issue that we had in Ireland with Brexit that people don't realise. An awful lot of our big event insurers were coming through the UK. Because I know an awful lot of like kayaking companies, rock climbing companies, hiking and companies like these outdoor pursuits companies have unbelievable trouble now at the minute trying to get insurance because they were all being insured by UK companies. I think there was a company specifically in Wales that used to insure the outdoor pursuits industry in Ireland, and since they pulled out, since Brexit pulled out and stuff like that, and they can't trade. Well, I suppose they could, but it's just too expensive for them, so they just didn't bother. Um, yeah, insurance is absolutely ridiculous for what it's going to cost people to do things here in Ireland. Uh, Andrew Johnson, it's worth the tenner now, bro. It's worth a tenner. Oh, the old Scottish pound coin or pound note. Is that Timber a Jim Timber? I've heard you are a rotter of the first order. That rhymes. That could be a song. Um, so that's a big issue here as well, is to try and find insurers. Um, Try and find event organisers too, or not event organisers, but sites that want to have reenactments or living historians, whatever you want to call them, on their property. Because I suppose it's a bit like the same in UK. Um, People don't really understand it. They don't really understand it. It's 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 the same as the UK. Like, yeah, a lot of the museums don't really know how to use reenactors or what to do with reenactors, and they see them as like a nuisance, I suppose. Which is strange because if the two of them worked hand in hand, you could put off a fantastic effort. Like, County Cover Club used to provide the insurance for our group, but they won't cover us now. Yeah, exactly. Um, a lot of the companies in England pulled out because of Brexit. I remember going to kayaking in Canada and we were signed a disclaimer, so I would imagine no insurance. No, believe it or not, in Ireland we still have those disclaimers. I used to work in the outdoor industry for a long time as well. And those disclaimers aren't worth the paper they're written on. I don't know why people used to try and get them wrote out, but uh, it basically means that uh, I suppose it limits the amount that the insurers have to pay out. Whereas when you sign those, you're actually signing that you understand that you could possibly be injured. It's not to say that you will be injured, but it's to say you could possibly be injured, and that you have an understanding. Whereas they would limit the amount of insurance they would have to pay for you. Whereas if you had somebody that said, "Oh, I didn't know that rock climbing was dangerous. Nobody told me. Nobody informed me." Um, so you're limiting the actual effect or the actual cost, I suppose, of it, if that's the better word. Um, but yeah, I've seen that happen. And people think, "Oh, I've signed a disclaimer. I can't get any. compensation and stuff like that. Which, no, that's not true. That is not true. Or even events in the north might be possible. Yeah, there are events in the north. I must get on to Gary Hall if he's floating around. I might actually message him tonight or something. But they do have shows up there as well. But like that in the north, you have to be very careful what you're doing and what you're portrayed. There used to be a big, huge show in Bangor. But yeah, there's some but the Northern Ireland will be the same as the South, probably maybe 5-6 shows per year. Insurance agents never retire, they just explore insurance agents. They're premium lovers, insurance agendas do it, and third parties. Terry Savalas, hello friends, hello, how are you? Okay, John, I get you. I'm surprised that they found make people can sign a disclaimer when they buy beer. Yeah, they should. They should. This drunk will get you intoxicated. But yeah, that's what it's for. It's a weird situation. Jake, do you remember those cups? So yeah, I don't know. I have it in my head to go back to England for at least 2 shows this year, which will be the Yorkshire Wartime Experience and the Victory Show. But then again, the Victory Show falls around the time of my birthday, so my family are talking, saying like, I have to go away again for my birthday, and I have to stay at home. The Odyssey is the weekend before that, so I might go to Odyssey. I'm not sure. I just have to figure it out really and try and work things out. But they were sort of the 2 shows that I have initially committed to this year. But we'll wait and see. As I said, family things can happen. I can break a leg. We'll just have to wait and see. Just playing with my Beretta M3844. We'll stop it. You'll go blind. Stop playing with it. Tomorrow on Sunday there is an event called Militrex in Overloon in the Netherlands. There will be 150 German vehicles, including a Tiger tank. Come and see. Come and see. Jesus, long way to go to the Netherlands for a show. Although we were talking about going to Arnhem next year. Just over for a walk around and a bit of a tour, so we'll wait and see how that pans out. In the hospitals I've worked, I've used those cups for urine sample. Feels like it looks like a urine sample, but it's not. It's just orange juice. Because if you could tell, as you can tell, I have a bit of a cold, so I'm trying to keep drinking orange, keep some vitamin C in my system. We had a great individual PLI for our group. We had to get individual PLI for our group. The old policy covered multiple groups, but the insurers form figured out it makes more money getting it to per group. Yeah, exactly. I don't know how the groups are insuring themselves here in Ireland now at the minute. There was a show, I don't know if it's still going, but there was a show here in Ireland. Now, most of them, obviously all of them, you have to have your own insurance. You should have your own insurance. You need to have your own insurance. But when you booked for a group or for an individual or something like that, you had to provide your insurance details as well. Yeah. Terry Savalas can't make it. Will be hid there. Will there be beer? Yes, it's called Bavaria. Yes, I've heard of that. Terry exists 60 years, and there's also a large military fair. Well, I know Danny is off this weekend to car boots, or some military car boots nearby him, because he's off to try and sell some kit. That could be actually probably would possibly be easier organised in Ireland than an actual show for a start would be a military fair. Then again, you're going to need insurance, you're going to need public liability, you're going to have to find a venue. So I mean, and then again, just by having a military affair, I know they have one in Dublin every year. I need to try and get that. I don't know. Well, they have two, or they have three. They have quarterly ones. But would you do a vintage fair? Would you do a craft fair and military affair? Yeah. So you'd have to look into it. We'll see what happens. Um, we're doing Northern Ireland 69 for Odyssey. I'm not sure. I know what Danny and the lads are going, but I'm not sure. Are they going with you, or are they going doing their own thing? Are they doing the World War II stuff? I'm not sure. I don't know yet. I haven't really sat down. I need to sit down and talk to people and work things out. Still have a stand. I just saw your two new videos, mate. I need to look at them. I'm on tonight now, so I need to see them. Doing 69 reaches for the bottle of Brute. Yeah, the famous green bottle of poison. Andrew John said, "What? With my latest deact, there was a flyer advertising the DWA, Deactivated Weapons Association. I think that's the name, and they want reenacting living history groups to sign up for £75 a year. I think what was our insurance, $12.50 or something for the year. I bought something special, World War One German NCOs, collar buttons, very cool, very very cool. Yeah, so it's interesting to say the least, this little hobby, and what we have to do to try and get our fix of it. But yeah, I'm struggling. I'm struggling at the moment to try and make decisions and try and figure out what to do and where to go. I need to put more stuff up on the buy and sell page, guys. If any of you don't know, we have a buy and sell page put together on Facebook. It's called Air Military Collectibles Buy and Sell. So if you want to go look at that, there is a chat group, but you have to be friends with one of the inner sanctum to be put onto that chat group. So the stuff on that chat group is sold first, and then, or it's the stuff on that chat group is advertised first, and then it's put up on the main webpage. So have a look at that, guys, and see what the story is. Actually, Stan, will you do me a favor? Will you either send Andrew a link on Facebook or whatever of your individual whatever Facebook thing you use, and we can try and add you to that group, which would be very very cool. I think Jude, are you in that group as well? I think you are. There's questions flying in there left, right, and centre. 1 second now. Bought something. IR insurance was around 12 quid, yeah, something like that. Wasn't that? Actually, I commented on your latest video a few bit you get off your up banner in 30 round magazine. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen the comment actually. Need to start answering comments again. Yeah, but the magazine that I actually have, I think it's pinned. It's been pinned, so it can't be used. Yeah, sure. Stupid, silly law, but I'm not sure of DWA was insurance or more of a bond together thing, representing reenactment groups, etc. I have got the flyer out and maybe do a YouTube video on it. Yeah, you could. It's no hassle. It'd be interesting actually to get the information out there. Already bought a camp bed on there. I'm still unwrapping it. Andrew Johnson, you mean? What's that? You mean John? Andrew Johnson, you mean? No, yes, sorry, send it to Andrew. Send it to Andrew. And Jim, you're the same as well. Send us your, if you're using Facebook or whatever, send us your links and we can add you to stuff. I thought that it is fun and not expensive to collect, and then I know how to make a display with British cat badges of famous battles such as Cairn, Arnhem, Overloon, and or the richest expensive. Yeah, we all thought it's not going to be expensive, and no, look where we are. Right, oh, I'll see you ladies later. Food has arrived. Have a good one, Jake. Have a good one. I'm only going to stay on for myself for about 5 more minutes, as I said, because we're cutting this one short tonight because I have to work tonight and I need to do stuff before I go in. Dust. Um. So yeah. Which of you has seen season? I haven't. We haven't seen it yet. Has it been out yet? I've seen it advertised. It's a Finnish war movie. I haven't seen it yet. Uh, I think it's 26th or something. It's been released. I'm not sure, but I have seen it advertised. So, guys, for the last 5 minutes there, if any of you have any questions or problems or issues that you would like to bring up, you're more than welcome to. And we'll see what happens. Saw the trailer. Is it telly looks for? Saw the trailer for the telly. Looks mental. Yeah, it does. It looks a bit far fetched, but it sure look. We'll give it a look and see what happens. So yeah, so the video, as I said, there's going to be a few videos coming up this weekend. There will be one tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday, and hopefully I'll try to get a third one up on Sunday evening. We'll wait and see. Yeah, so that's what happened. So, guys, if you don't have any questions for me, we'll log out and we'll see what happens. What editing software do I use? I use a free one on Facebook or on the internet that I found called Shotcut, and it's very good. It does YouTube videos. There's YouTube videos on how to actually work it and stuff like that. I'm still learning. There's obviously you can still do stuff that I haven't figured out yet to do. But it's called Shotcut, and it's the easiest one I found to use. Um, you can download it onto your computer, and it's a program on your computer, and it's very very easy to use. Look it up on YouTube, how to use it, called Shotcut, and see what happens then after that. I can recommend Blitz 1944 as a YouTube channel led, and great people. Yeah, I've seen some of their stuff, Stan, actually. I must comment on some of their stuff, but I've seen some of their stuff. I have subscribed to them. And we'll see what happens. Did I find any nice books? I didn't find any nice books. I was kindly given 2 nice books by Danny Reese in England. One of them is a signed copy, and the other one is a reference book. I suppose they're both reference books, but I got them. I'll do a video on them at some point in time. But I did actually get a nice book. Oh, excuse me. Right, guys. So we're at the half an hour. I know it's a half an hour short. I might do a surprise live on the weekend or something like that. We'll wait and see. A man couldn't find a parking space. Lord, he prayed, if you open a space, I'll give up drinking and go to church. Crowds parted in the sunshine in an empty spot. Man said, never mind, I'll find one. Oh, nice. Yeah, so that's the crack anyway, guys. So as I said, we're going to sign off. I'll try. I might do a surprise live over the weekend. We'll wait and see, because this one had to be cut a bit short. But there we go. It is what it is. So have a nice time, guys. Enjoy your weekends. Stay safe. Stay out of trouble. And I will see you all same time, same place next week at 8 o'clock. So enjoy, guys. Have a good one.